Randolph, you said that this commercial is being released in Maryland, in Los Angeles, and in towns along the southern border. Is this because you think he might have escaped into Mexico?
Well, that's certainly one suspicion that we have. We know he's an Hispanic male. We know he has the propensity to travel from California to Maryland, which would, make logical sense that he may be willing to travel out of the country. And therefore, we're running the ads along those border towns through Instagram and Facebook with the hope that somebody might have seen him either if he came across or if he went back.
So we have Randolph, we have his DNA, but obviously it doesn't match anybody in the DNA data bank in the United States, correct? Has it been checked with Interpol or any international agencies?
They have not indicated that. The Sheriff's Department in Harford County has not indicated that yet. They've told us they tried to run it through databases and they have come up short.
Patty, you said in the commercial that if he's willing to kill a perfect stranger, he's willing to kill anybody. I got to tell you, that's terrifying, and I'm betting that's going to resonate with people who see this commercial.
I hope so, because Maryland, the town that we live in, is a very small town, and it's unheard of to have something like this happen. And for this person to just be so blatant in broad daylight, to just grab someone and murder them, it shows that they have no respect for human life. It shows that they probably stalked and premeditatedly committed this crime. And I think it also speaks to the fact that possibly there's somebody that he's in cahoots with or something that's helping to hide him, or he's changed his appearance or something.
Yeah.
Because you don't just show up out of nowhere and then disappear out of, No. There's got to be
after
more
making
than
an
one
appearance and doing an attack on both coasts. It's just, it's really unusual. Patty, I just have to ask, your daughter was the mother of 5 kids. How are those kids doing?
Yes. I think that, it's very hard for the whole family. It's very hard, I believe, for her children. She was close to her children. And I do know that they are getting counseling and getting the help that they need. But I think it's going to be a long road for them.
Randolph, do you think
it's going to be a hard thing?
Yeah, it's something you never recover from ever, your entire life. It's a trauma that will be with them and with you forever, regardless of whether or not you get justice, right?
Yeah, that's like this. That's like the hardest part. It's like, not only has my daughter been murdered, brutally murdered, but it has traumatically affected our whole family for the rest of our lives. It's like, it's devastating. People don't realize just how hard and how devastating this really is.
Yeah, and it goes on and on. I know it happened all in August. I can't imagine even, I don't know. I just don't even know how you get through something like this.
I don't know. We have a lot of friends. Mr. Rice and his wife and his practice have been like such a tremendous support to our family, like unbelievable advocates for us. I am so grateful for them.
Randolph, do you think that there will be an arrest, Randolph, in this case?
I think there will be. I think ultimately that this guy has to be known by somebody. The fact that he was in Los Angeles, he had to have some sort of support network there, and then to come to Bel Air, where it's such a small town, and this Ma and Pa trail where Rachel was murdered, there has to be some sort of support network there as well, because it's not just off of a major highway. It's really tucked back in the woods. So somebody knows him. Somebody's maybe protecting him or not saying something, but we're hoping that the reward, ultimately maybe the pressure, whatever it may be, somebody comes forward and says, I know who that guy is. They provide a name, and ultimately the police can catch him.
And if, in fact, he's gone to Mexico, which obviously that's why you're playing this ad along the towns and cities along the border, if, in fact, he's gone to Mexico, you anticipate then being able to hopefully find him there and extraditing him?
I think that's the hope. Ultimately, we hope that obviously the U.S. authorities can catch him here. That would make it a lot easier. But if he does go to Mexico or somewhere South America, that's going to be another task for law enforcement to bring him back.
Patty, this must be a mother's mission for you. Even in death, you are going to do everything you can for your daughter.
Oh, absolutely. In our family, we don't give up on each other. I mean, families don't do that. You love each other and you support each other to the end. And in this case, beyond the end. We're not going to give up. And I think part of the reason why no one has turned him in is because maybe they're afraid for their own lives.
Yeah. Or
maybe they can't believe that this person would actually do something. Maybe they have a brother or, or their best friend, and they can't believe that that's actually him.
Patty Morin, Rachel, it's such a tough road you're on. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.